Hey guys, so this video is about drawing data displays for your Year 11 General Maths Statistics DI. One aspect of the DI that you need to deal with is drawing a number of data displays that are appropriate for the data in question. I'm not going to tell you what to draw these graphs for. It depends on the story that you're trying to tell. Okay, your ruler drops are a measure of distance, so they are a continuous numerical variable, so the most appropriate data displays are histograms, stem plots, and box and whisker plots. So the point of this video is to show you how you go about getting this data that you've run statistics on into these graph types and show you where you can graph them online. So the first one is drawing histograms, but before we even go to that website, you need to separate your data into class intervals. Right now, you've got this giant block of data here that's not divided into even class intervals. Now, the easiest way to do that is not actually to divide it, but you need to get that data into order. So I'll show you how to do that. Select the data that you want to sort, and I'm going to want to sort it to make the averages from small to large, so that I can group that into class intervals. So you go custom sort, column. The column I want to use is I, because that's where the averages are. So column I. Oh, unfortunately, I included the title, so I'll reselect. Go to sort and filter, custom sort, sort by column I. So now you can see these averages are from small to large. So the smallest we've got is 8, largest is 23. So basically I need my class intervals to go from 8 to 24. So if you remember from the timeline, we need at least, we need 5 to 10 class intervals. So it would probably make sense to go 8 to 10, 10 to 12, 12 to up to 24. So going in widths of 2. So now I can open the website, go here, MetaChart online. This is the histogram generator. So under design, select vertical and normal. Under data, in the data set, select the number of class intervals you're going to do. So if I'm starting from 8, going up in 2s, to 24, I'm going to need 8, 24, take 8, and then do the division, 24, take 8, divide that by 2, I'm going to need 8 class intervals, actually 9 because I need to go beyond 24, 9 class intervals, leave the series name off. So under name is the label for all your class intervals. So it's going to be 8 to less than 9. Oh, not 9, 10. 10 to less than 12. So going up in class intervals of 2. 12 to less than 14. 14 to less than 16. 16 to less than 18, 18 to less than 20, 22 less than 22, 22 to less than 24. No, we didn't actually need section 9. I'll bring that back. I did the calculation right in the first place. 24. Now, in value, that is the frequency of those class intervals. So we need to go back to our spreadsheet. How much data or how many times were we between 8 and 10? So 8 up to less than 10. Well, I've only got one of those here, 8. So that would be a frequency of 1. 10 to less than 12. 12 is not less than itself. There's nothing else between there, so it's going to be 0. 12 to less than 14. So 12, 13, 14 is not equivalent to itself. So we have 12 and 13.2 under there, so that's a frequency of 2. 14 to 16, 14 to less than 16, sorry. So it's going to be 14, 15, and 15.2. That's a frequency of 3. 16 to less than 18, so that's going to include 16, 16.8. So that's going to be 2. 18 to less than 20, nothing. I don't have anything in that range, so 0. 20 to less than 22, that's going to be 1. And 22 to less than 24, that's the 23.2, so that's going to be 1. You can mess with the colors if you want, but I'll just leave that. The next section is under labels, set them appropriately. So what am I graphing here? Histogram of, what was that? That was the sitting, I believe. The sitting averages. Sitting average ruler drops. What's going to be on the y-axis? Frequency. Y-axis units, that's going to be nothing. X-axis units, that's going to be in centimeters, because they're the ruler drop class intervals. You can mess with the fonts and colors. I won't. Display. That is your histogram drawn for you. So if you want to download and paste it into your document, press download as a PNG, it's going to save that, and then it'll download onto your wherever you want. Okay, so that is how you deal with histograms. How do I deal with stem plots? This is much easier. Go to this website here, Calculator Soup, stem and leaf. And depending on the data that you want to enter, it just asks you to enter the data. And lucky for you, on the spreadsheet, all you need to do is select the data that you want to put into the stem plot. So for example, if I wanted to show a stem plot that shows the shape of the data distribution for literally all of my numbers, just to get an idea of if people are on the high end or a low end, I could literally get all of the trials. Control C, Control V it into there, calculate it. So that's telling me, look, it's quite symmetrical. I had a peak in the middle at leaf, at stem 1, all of the teens. I had less in the 20s and less in the 10s. There's your stem plot drawn. Okay. It's up to you what you're going to put into your stem plot. That was just an example. And then last but not least, drawing box and whisker plots. As I've shown you in the previous video, you need to have your 5-number summary, because a box plot is a picture of that. So go to this website, iamaths.com. And let's say, for example, that I wanted to compare the box and whisker plot for the average ruler drops for sitting and standing. I've already got the 5-number summaries calculated for both of those. So what you can, if you wanted to draw multiple box plots on the one, you can set it to 2. If you wanted to draw one, just 1. But I'm going to compare them. Box plot 1 title is going to be sitting ruler drops. Box plot 2 is going to be standing ruler drops. And then I enter the min, median, the 5-number summary for each of those. So box plot 1, the sitting was 8, 13.4, 15.1, 16.6, 23.2. The standing ruler drops were 13.4, 14.9, 16.7, 19, and 26.6. You need to decide where your scale is going to go from. So the smallest number was 8. The largest number was 26. So I might go from 0 to 30. I need to decide what the distance is between all of my scale indicators. I might go 1. There's going to be 30 dashes along the bottom. Axis title, parallel box plots, comparing sitting and standing ruler drops. Here you decide how wide and how tall your box plot is. Here this is going to be quite a wide and short rectangle, so I might make it a bit taller. Up to you, you can play around with it, yeah? That's pretty nice. Let's see what it would look like originally. That looks nice as well, but I do prefer the wider one. So let's say 300 draw here. So once you've drawn it, obviously you can copy and paste it into your document. You can press the copy button there. You can go copy image, save it to your desktop somewhere, and then paste it into your document. So there's a little video there on how you use data displays once you have gotten some statistics on your Excel spreadsheet. All right.